permission of Coach Doug Lowe, he requests that any of his former players that are in the audience from either side, if you would please make your way down to the court and stand to this end on the free throw line lined up to be a part of this ceremony. While you're coming down, everyone will please direct their attention to the video board for this footage. Superintendent of Spartanburg District 7 Schools, Dr. Russell Booker, Principal of Spartanburg High School, Mr. Jeff Stevens, ladies and gentlemen, former player, former head basketball coach, Coach Spartanburg High School, Coach Doug Lowe.
Those cheers aren't for me, but I thank you anyway. I'm glad to see that everyone is here this evening. Certainly glad that you can join us as we're extremely excited to bestow this honor amongst Coach Lowe. We have some people in attendance that I need to recognize. First of all, our superintendent, Dr. Booker, which you just met. I also want to thank all of our board members. I know our chair, Rick Gray's here. I've seen him already. I want to thank them because if it not for them, this special occasion would not take place. And so we are certainly thankful for them. And Doug, for them to approve this special occasion means at Spartanburg High School. So thank you to our board. Many of you may not know much about Doug, but I'm getting ready to tell you some of his greatest highlights and the reason why we're here this evening. Doug Lowe has given 38 years of his life to Spartanburg High School. 3 as a student, 35 as a teacher and coach, with 31 of those years being the head basketball coach of our boys team at Spartanburg High School. He is a 1971 graduate of Spartanburg High School, and as a player for the Vikings, Doug was a 3-year starter, the team's MVP, and an All-State performer in 1970 and 71. In 1971, Doug was named to the All-South team and was the MVP that year of the North-South game. Finally, he is the only basketball player in Spartanburg High School history, to our knowledge, that was named High School All-American, which he achieved in 1971. He still holds the single game scoring record at Spartanburg High School with 51 points, and that was before the three-point line. Doug went on to continue his education and basketball career at Wofford College. While there, he was the team's most valuable player, was named to the All-District team, the All-State team, and an honorable mention, Little All-American, and was the team captain. In recognition of his numerous achievements at Wofford College, Doug was inducted into their Hall of Fame in 1986. Coach Lowe became the head coach at Spartanburg High School in 1979 and amassed a very impressive coaching record of 626 wins to 212 defeats, which ranks him 5th among all-time records for boys basketball in the state of South Carolina. His teams appeared in 4 state title games, winning 1 state title, 4 upper state championships. He has 19 Region 2 4A championships and was named Region Coach of the Year 15 times. He is a 5-time Spartanburg Herald Journal Coach of the Year and twice was named State Coach of the Year. Even more impressive is that Coach Doug Lowe never suffered a losing season while coaching at Spartanburg High School. Coach Lowe achieved great success throughout his career here. We like to think he started his road to success right here in this very gym. So tonight, from this day forward, we're naming our basketball court the Doug Lowe Court. This summer, his signature will be forever implanted in 2 areas on our court. But until that time, we would like to present to Coach Lowe a replica of what it will look like. The court you see today is state-of-the-art and part of a recent renovation that this gymnasium has gone through. This replica presented to Coach Lowe tonight is actually made from the original Spartanburg High School basketball court that was taken out during its recent renovations 3 years ago. It is a piece of the actual court upon which he coached, and these guys performed so well. Here tonight to witness the most special occasion, we are honored to have many of his coaches, Coach Lowe's family, friends, administrators, coaching staff, and former players. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure and an overwhelming Viking sense of pride to present to you Coach Doug Lowe and the newly named Doug Lowe Court.
Thank you. Please be seated. Wow. Thank you so much. More than I expected. Usually, when they put your name on something and give you an honor like that, you're usually dead and gone. So I kind of slap myself a little bit and say thank you. I'm still here, and let you know that some of the best moments of my life were spent in this gym and on this court. I've been fortunate as a player and as a coach to receive many honors, but by far, this is the greatest individual honor that I have ever received. There's a lot of people that made this happen and got it done in a timely manner. Principal Jeff Stevens, Superintendent Dr. Robert Booker, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Thomas Watt, Athletic Director Todd Staley, Administrative Assistant B. Chamley, and the District 7 Board of Trustees. To steal the line from the great Yankee slugger Lou Gehrig, who stood at Yankee Stadium and said these words, "Today, I feel like the luckiest man on the face of the earth." And that's what I feel like tonight. I have so many good things that are happening, and I've got a lot of family and friends here. I've got guys that I played college and high school basketball with. They're still telling me, I'm open, throw me the ball like I wouldn't pass it. Some of the coaches from Spartanburg High School are here tonight, not only basketball, but other coaches. And we had such a tremendous camaraderie among our coaches in those days right there. And I got to thinking that I was fortunate enough to coach with 5 Hall of Fame coaches already from Spartanburg High School. The late, great Bill Carr, Jim and Eileen Kilbert, cross country and track, Susan Dean, tennis, and Doc Davis, who won 5 championships here in football. They're here tonight. There are some coaches that I coached against, one of which, Coach Harold McManus from Burns High School. We had some great battles when he was at Burns, and one of the finest coaches to ever coach in the state of South Carolina, and I know he's right over there. Thank you, Doug. Coach McManus was also coaching when I scored 51 points against his team. There's former players and managers here. I'm going to speak more about that later, but it's an honor to have you guys here. That means so much. There's some very special people that helped me to have a successful career. First of all, a loving and supportive family. My 2 brothers are here tonight. My mother used to sit right over there behind our bench, and I don't know that she ever missed a game. Mr. Bob Radford from Park Hills Elementary School, my first coach who selected me to play on his team when I was in the 4th grade. So, Mr. Radford is here tonight. My high school coach, Coach Fred Fraley, a great coach and a class gentleman, and I learned so much from Coach Fraley being here. Thank you, guys. Former Spartanburg High School coach Bill Henson, who in 1975 hired me to be his JV coach. And right out of Walford College, I came over here. Coach Henson and his wife are here. Bill Henson. A man who, if they have a Hall of Fame for principals, would definitely be in it. Mr. Joe Delaney, who, give Joe a hand right there. Where's Joe? Quick story, 1975, here I am, 26 years old, 4 years of JV experience, and somehow, some way, Joe Delaney convinced the board and other people that Doug Lowe should be his basketball player. And I'll always be indebted to Joe for giving me that chance. Thank you. I have a loyal and dedicated bunch of assistant coaches that are with me tonight. Some of these guys spent 20 years or more with me, and I recognize them. They never got enough credit, and I always gave them the blame when we lost. But they're here with me tonight. Bill Dees, Lee Dillard, Dan Smith. Thank you. And later on, Thomas Crosby, Charlie Miller, and Arthur Haney, who were former players and played on the first varsity team that I ever coached. Statistician who was with me for 29 out of 31 years, Mr. Stuart Elliott. Here tonight. Mr. Elliott was number 1 as far as keeping stats and was able to grab my coat and keep me from getting many technical fouls along the way. And by the way, say this so get it out. If those three guys that called the Summerville game are here, we need security to escort them out right now. Another part of my basketball family is here tonight. I work with a lot of excellent girls basketball coaches. And two of these are here tonight that are my friends, and we bounce ideas off of each other all the time. Susan Tate and Sharon Darren. Thank you. And finally, and this may be the hard part, the most important group that's here tonight, the players. Some of you guys look a little older, a little heavier, and I hope a little wiser than it was when you left. But I want you to know that you guys were always a part of my family then. You're part of my extended family even today. People say that Doug Lowe won 600 games, that he won a state championship, that he won region championships and other honors. But the truth is, I never won anything. You guys won the game. I think if I'm right, my name is going to go in that corner and that corner, right over there. And when my name does go on this court, it represents you, and it represents every player that put that uniform on. I can never thank you guys enough for what you did with me. And it was an honor to be your coach. It was an honor to represent Spartanburg High School. And finally, with all due respect to our guests from Bowman Springs and the Dorman and the Burnham people, I always felt like that Spartanburg High School was and always will be the #1 school in Spartanburg.
Who is here to proclamation from the city, and present that to Coach Lowe.
Doug, we couldn't let this moment go by. You've been a hometown, homegrown man here in Spartanburg. So the city council there, we decided to have a proclamation just for this special occasion. And it reads, you'll hear a lot of the same things that Mr. Stevens read off. Whereas Doug Lowe graduated from Spartanburg High School in 1971 as a 3-year starter for the varsity basketball team. Receiving numerous awards recognizing his athletic ability on the basketball court. Whereas Doug continued his basketball playing career at Walton College, earning additional awards and being inducted to the Walton College Hall of Fame in 1986. Whereas Doug became head coach of Spartanburg High School in 1979. That's Coach Lowe amassed an impressive coaching record of 626 wins, which ranks him fifth among all-time records for the boys basketball in the state of South Carolina. Whereas Coach Lowe basketball team appeared in 4 state championships, winning 1 state title and 4 upper state titles. Whereas Coach Lowe has 19 region, 2 4A titles, was named Region Coach of the Year 15 times, and it is a five-time Spartanburg Herald Journal Coach of the Year, and was twice named State Coach of the Year. Whereas City Council, the City of Spartanburg wishes to honor and celebrate Coach Lowe on this special occasion, commend him on his coaching ability as well as his efforts to instill good sportsmanship and character in many young men he has coached. Now, therefore, I, Ron Rice, on behalf of the White, by the virtue of authority vested in me as the mayor of the city of Spartanburg, South Carolina, on behalf of my fellow council members, do hereby proclaim Friday, February the 7th, 2014, as Coach Doug Lowe Court.
I know that there are many of you in the stands tonight who would love to talk to Coach Lowe, and we are going to have him. He's going to go back up into the cafeteria in about 5 minutes here. So we start the boys' game, and if you want to go through those center doors there, meet him in the cafeteria. He'll be glad to see you at that time. He wants to see everybody here that is here for him. So once again, thanks for coming to Coach Lowe. We're so honored to be able to do this. Congratulations.